So for this video, essentially what we're going to be doing is just talking through how I would add the final finishing, polishing touches to the song that we created last week. As a reminder, this is basically what it sounds like. And if you're interested, the full song is now on SoundCloud, so make sure to listen to that. And what we'll be really talking through today is these drones here, and we'll be talking through this really cool sounding monologue thing from the film Harry Brown.
He's the man. You and your mates murdered.
I mean, do you know what I mean? It works perfectly. So without further ado, let's jump into this video. But before that further ado, we are so close now to 700 subscribers. So, you know what I mean? If you're watching this video and you're one of the however many % of people who aren't subscribed to the channel, do you know what I mean? Help a guy out. So now, without further ado, let's get into this. So what we're going to be talking through today is, well, how can we actually make this sound better and have a more put together feeling to it, right? So more synergy between the song. All of this section here, I think sounds good, but I felt that it was lacking cohesion and also a bit of a journey as we went through. So the way that you do that is with really, really simple things like atmospheres and keys, right? Or musical elements to help the song to transition. So first of all, with the atmospheres, we actually have 3 here. Okay, so this first one sounds like this. And we're just cutting out the low end. So kind of a weird sort of sound. The second one that we have is a bit more musical. And then the third one, I thought it'd sound cool if that, because I thought that sounded like a bit sort of monky. So I wanted to basically add something that was a monk. So we got these like monastery Tibet boys kind of singing about stuff. Well, not even singing. Now, altogether, that sounds like this. And it's got like the hats and the vocals and stuff that we had last time. Now, the final thing is we have these keys. Now, the keys themselves are just in complete control. It's in Massive X and it is called Ballot Mansion. So without Portal, it sounds like this. Pretty nice, bit moody, a lot of reverb. But then with Portal, it basically, I've put on cassette tape, which is just, I think it may be one of the vocal ones maybe, or I don't know where it is. It's in there somewhere. And that basically like cuts it up, stretches it out and makes it sound like this. So it puts it on like a massive kind of offbeat. Now together, it just makes it so it's not like on every beat. Now, we actually have an example of this in the second half as well, which sounds like this. Now, the reason that we've done that is because when we get to this final sort of 8 bars, we need to let the listener know that there's going to be a change in the song. Without that, it sounds like this. So it sounds as if we just moved into like an even sort of darker part of the song. But listen to now what happens when we put in A, one of the atmospheres that we found from before, and then B, these keys. It takes on just a completely different feel. So if you're concerned as to how you can get it into to kind of like mellow out a little bit before you move it into the breakdown, chuck in some keys, put in an atmosphere. Okay, top tip. Ding. Now, the final thing is this section here. Okay, so this bit. I really feel like it needs some sort of vocals. Now, I was actually thinking about this. And I think that Harry Brown, if you've not seen this film, ridiculously good film. But Harry Brown, oh, what's this? Love the channel. Is there any chance of getting more gritty liquid? Yeah, fair play, Jamar. Hopefully you're subscribed, mate, because otherwise it's probably it's probably going to be a yes. Harry Brown is a really good film. Now, there's this really, really good speech, and there's a very specific part that I want, and then we're going to put it into our lovely Ableton. And basically, what we're going to do now is we're just going to, first of all, remove any sounds of, like music or too much low end or whatever it may be to make sure that we've actually got some good stuff. So, what we're working with.
What's your name, son?
So that's going to be the first bit that we want in the breakdown. But this bit here actually this could sound really good. Just again, just as another atmosphere. Okay, so let's see what it sounds like.
What's your name, son?
Yeah, that just it works already. So I think it goes. He's a man that you and your friends killed.
He's a man you and your mates murdered.
Yeah, so that bit there. Now we can probably cut out like some of this here, and because we just need to basically bring it back so that it's perfectly in time. No way did that work.
You and your mates murdered.
What are you talking about?
We're also going to be looking for these bits as well, so that we can have them as little vocal sort of pops.
So what happens, son?
So like that. So we're going to take that one, get rid of that, get rid of this. This is going to help glue the whole song together. Let's try as it is for now.
What's your name, son? Tell me your name.
Marky.
Tell me what happened in the subway with that Marky.
Who's Leonard?
He's the man you and your mates murdered.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool. So I'm gonna make these ones a bit quieter because we just want this to be like sort of background. But maybe that one a little bit louder. So we'll put that on like that. So this one's just gonna grow ever so slightly. These basses need to be quieter as well.
Tell me your name.
So I'm just gonna make these a little bit quieter with a utility because they are a bit much right now. About there. I think that might actually do it. It's not really a huge amount we need to do with these. So I mean, I think that's basically it. I just wanted to go through like what are some of the final finishing touches that I would put in to a song like this. And I know that you didn't see me put these in, but literally if I was to show you the process of how you find these, right? So I'm just gonna search drone, okay? So like minimal techno sessions, or we literally have a whole thing here, FX and texture loops. I actually quite like that pack. And then you just download a bunch of these that you think sound cool, and then layer them on top of one another, cut out the low end, add some reverb, and there's your intro. So I think with minimal, you don't want there to be like a huge amount going on most of the time. But who am I to say? Who are you to listen? If anyone gets that reference, do let me know because we'll be friends. And yeah, that pretty much covers it. So this song, as I said earlier, is on SoundCloud so that you can drop it into all your mixes and send me videos of you doing so, because that would make me feel really good. And until the next video, thank you very much. Cheers.